What is up, everyone? Hope you had a great week of trading. Before we get started, I want to let you guys know about this free 5-day price action boot camp. It's free. Click the link. You'll also get an invite to our Discord server. It's a win-win. Lots of value packed in here. It comes with a worksheet, and we take you through a 5-day process of learning price action. And it's a process you could repeat on different pairs, instruments, or do it over and over as time keeps going. So it'll really help you understand the flow of the market. Now let's get into the analysis for this week. Main targets on the daily when we're comparing, I'm still looking to keep going up into this relative equals, go into that fair value gap. Lots of liquidity up here, right? So first target this week, we're going to be breaking above that is what I'm looking for. We're looking to fill in these gaps as well as break above that. And for this one, break above that, come up to here and into there. So bullish is where we're looking to take price this week. So I don't need to mark anything up. I'm gonna keep this as is. So I'm gonna use just take a picture and then we'll dive down into the actual features. I'm gonna leave it as the same right here. Don't really need to change out our outlook. It's the same outlook. We're looking for price to keep going up. So let's dive down to the E-mini SMB. So for the daily, we are into that 4-hour fair value gap. But what I do need to do is mark out the daily buy side and sell side. We need to delete these. I have that order block, so if price does go down, no need to panic, right? But because of it breaking away and then coming into this fair value gap, I don't think we're going to touch this order block, but it's just there if price does go against us. Now, with how price pretty much filled in this fair value gap on the daily chart, we might get a good pullback into this zone before going up if we're going to continue bullish for the week. So I think Monday, or maybe it gaps in the opening price, but I believe we are going to be going down. So let's take a picture here. I am going to change this to the daily fair value gap just for the picture, and then we'll refine it again. Okay, let's go down to the 4-hour. And then, yeah, now we could refine this back to the 4-hour. And we are at 50% of this. So like I said, we may come back down. Oop. Try that again. Come down into this one. So I'm thinking something like this. Come down. Then break this liquidity up here. There's a lot. You got these two wicks right here. This one right here. All this. So this cleared out this. Then we started going down, right? Clearing out that. Then we started looking like, oh, we're going to go up. Cleared this liquidity. This wick, clear out that one, and bam, dropped off. And then ripped right back up. So we're going to get a little pullback and then down. Because if you look at this, bearish, up, people are thinking this is the pullback, right? And then we're going to continue down, which we may. But I think that's kind of where the majority are looking. But if you look, we're still moving higher. This low right here has not been broken. So you should look at this as the pullback. And then we're going to start continuing and going up. So that's what I'm looking at on the 4-hour. Let's just pull this in shorter so we already know like we're already kind of hit this zone. And that is also where our daily buy side and sell side liquidity are. Zoom out a little bit. Okay. So our main target for the week is right above this to take this out. Obviously, we could go up into this 50% of the wick on the daily. But for near-term profits, targets right there. Looking pretty good. Got that daily set up. We see it's in the fair value gap. Then when you break it down in the 4-hour, you get a better picture of the trend that we're going into. So could be reaching up to this fair value gap as well. But I would like to get to that 50% of the wick of the daily as the main target. All right, let's go look at the Forex, the euro dollar comparison, see how price is flowing and where we're going to go for the week. We hit this order block and price has kind of just been sitting there. And we haven't quite taken the sell side or got to this order block yet. I think this week the dollar is going to drop, maybe wick or do some sudden movement, and then we're going to start reversing. Not too worried about this. They're there if we need them, but we're probably going to go up a little higher first and then start coming down into that gap. So that is really where I would like to mark up. So I added the pictures. I just got to reference this text real quick. So pretty much price may drop early week into the fair value gap and then go into the 4-hour, which is pretty much what we did, right? Kind of wicked down and then went up. Now we're looking for it to pull back. So just kind of summarizing what these arrows are doing and what we're looking for. Now for the EU, still true. It's still in that order block that we wanted it to hit. Given time, pretty sure that US dollar is going to drop and then we're going to get that reversal. So everything's still looking on track with that analysis. So let's do EU daily and 4-hour to finish up this week's projections. All right, so price dropped, kind of just consolidated back and forth. If you look, we had that big wide range, was the high and low on Wednesday. And we got some news next week. So we're dealing with GDP growth rate, goods, and spending income. Still think we could go up before we start coming down to these bigger PD arrays. So I would like to get to that fair value gap this week. That is what we're looking for. I'm not going to really change anything. We could delete this and put it back in. We'll delete that, put it back in. Be a little more clear on that. Take that picture. EU daily, go to the 4-hour. Did get a nice win in there. Still going up, then down. Kind of want to clean this up a little bit, make it a little easier to see. So that's pretty much all we're looking for this week. Continuing the same way we're going, and this will play into our daily projections of the pairs against themselves. We want the dollar to drop a little bit, and we also want the euro to go up a little bit as well, which will in turn bring this up here. And then once they start doing the reversals, then we start coming down into these zones. All right, let's finish off this week's projections. Take these pictures out, add in our new ones. All right, so EU looking to hit the daily fair value gap 4-hour order block. That's still there, and then reverse downside to our daily or 4-hour fair value gaps. Sticking with that this week, we're just kind of continuing with our bias from last week and trying to hit those levels we did mark out. So nothing too much changing on these. So we'll look into it for next week and keep an eye on the markets and take our trade setups when they are available to us. Don't forget, if you haven't already, click the link in the description, join the 5-day free price action bootcamp and get access to our Discord server. And if you would like to get full access to our Discord server, there is membership options to go into personal live streams, coaching, inner circle members, and then get access to all the courses as we release them. Have a great week. Stick to your plan. Control your brain. It's the hardest part of trading. Now let's get this money. Peace.